If you had to choose someone to die, would you pick an old person, a child, or a pregnant woman? This is a deadly game of elimination. Players move a glowing arrow and squeeze their fists to vote. Whoever gets the most votes gets zapped. They only have 2 minutes to pick the next one to go. A young guy suggests voting out the elderly, because they're old and gonna die soon anyway. Everyone says no, but they're just pretending to disagree. Seconds later, the old man is killed in despair. Then they start voting out more elderly, one by one based on age. As the number of old people shrinks, the rest start to panic and ask, why should the elderly die first? They've already contributed to society. That idea gets support from the middle-aged group, and a split forms between the players. A woman suggests everyone introduce themselves. She says they need to know each other to vote wisely. She speaks openly like a celebrity, talking about her personal life without holding back. But she gets every single vote and is eliminated. Revealing yourself only gets you killed faster. No one wants to stand out, so the younger ones vote for another old man. A guy scared to become the next target pressures another man to talk about himself. When he finds out the man is Mexican and can't speak English, he pushes everyone to vote him out. He says Mexicans sneak into the country, steal American jobs, and cause unemployment. But some people don't agree. They say these workers do low-wage jobs and work hard. When the timer ends, a woman gets eliminated. No one has time to ask why. They need a new target. The cop points to a gang member, saying he causes chaos and breaks the law. But the truth is he joined to protect his brother. He never hurt anyone. No one cares why he joined. And when the time runs out, he gets the most votes and is killed. Then a Muslim woman is eliminated too, for no reason at all. Now one guy says they should vote out black people next, because they're not liked in America anyway. But another guy shuts him up, saying there's no time for this crap. The black guy disagrees. If they don't stick together, they'll all be next. The cop says black people take too many resources, and that America should have kicked them out long ago. But exposing his bias gets him eliminated. Now no one knows who's good or bad. One man tells them to stop turning on each other, and figure out how to end the game. Someone suggests they all vote for themselves to force a tie. But the system doesn't let the arrow land on yourself. So everyone votes for the person to their right. But someone cheats and tries to secretly vote for the pregnant woman. One guy catches it and calls him out on the spot. The cheater gets eliminated immediately. In the next round, someone says they should start voting out the bad kids. He turns to a young girl and asks about her test scores. When she admits she didn't get a perfect score, he says that's reason enough to vote her out. Time runs out, and this time both the pregnant woman and the little girl are chosen. The man is thrilled with the outcome. He steps out of the circle to celebrate like it's a victory, but gets taken out instantly. The pregnant woman and the child survive. Then a teenage boy steps up and says he's ready to die. He says he's hurt too many people and now it's time to pay for it. Everyone agrees with his choice, but out of nowhere, another man walks out and takes the boy's place. Nobody knows why he did it, and honestly, nobody really cares. An old man reminds the team to stick to his word, but at this point, everyone's just focused on saving themselves. The team keeps his promise and steps out of the circle. A few more rounds go by, and the number of players keeps dropping. When they learn one woman doesn't have kids and isn't married, they instantly vote her out, just because she hasn't contributed to society. Even a woman with a husband gets eliminated too. Now the whole room is in full panic. People are voting with nothing but instinct. Some try to team up and win the game together. But before they can agree on anything, the timer hits 0 again. That's when someone finally notices one guy who's been quiet all along. He hasn't spoken, hasn't voted, but somehow he's made it this far. Someone calls him out and suggests he should go. But before they can act, time runs out and everyone else is wiped out. Only 3 people remain. After some arguing, they decide to walk out together to save the pregnant woman. But right at the last second, one man clenches his fist. Electric shocks hit the other 2, and he's left standing as the final survivor. He calmly waits for his reward, thinking it's finally over. But then the countdown starts up again. Turns out, the baby inside the woman counts as a player too. Without blinking, he casts his final vote and ends the game for good.